Now, before I go any further about selling, I should explain there is a difference between a prospect and a customer. For example, a prospective customer is totally unaware of their needs. They really are disinterested in you and what you're selling, and sometimes they do not even know about you or your product or your service. They do not know or have an opinion about your competitors. They won't obviously refer other people to you as well. But a customer, on the other hand, is someone who has actually bought from you, is satisfied, and they are totally loyal to a greater or lesser extent. And they know you and they know your product or service and what it's capable of doing for them. So they have an opinion of your competitors and they are a source of referral for you now. It is important to make that distinction between a prospective customer and an actual customer because what you will say to them will be different. For example, a prospect needs to know about the product or service more so than a customer does. If you tell them too little information, well, they're going to become disinterested. And alternatively, if you tell a customer too much information about their product or service that they've already bought from you, then you run the risk of becoming a bore. So let's focus for a minute on the prospect. Quite often there are a number of people involved in the decision-making process. For example, when you're buying a car, or you may ask someone like a relative or a friend who knows about a car that you might even bring along a number of people to view the car that you're thinking about buying. This group is called the Decision Making Unit, or DMU. There'll always be one person that will make the ultimate decision, but there are maybe many other key influencers that are in that decision-making process. So therefore, when it comes to selling, it's important that you identify who is in the DMU. The earlier you get the answer to that question, the better. Sometimes it might be a husband or a wife. Sometimes it's the owner of the company. Sometimes it's the personal assistant or bookkeeper or foreman. It'll always vary from one circumstance to the next. Once you have identified the DMU, then you must identify the man. And that is the person with the money. Not just that, the man is the person with the money, the authority, and the need. There'll always be one individual in the group that is the man. Let's turn now to competitor knowledge. If you're going to guide your customer to buy your product or service, then you need to know about your competitors, their strengths and their weaknesses. And it's absolutely vital that you know them in detail, what they are capable of, and what they are not capable of. It's not hard to get that information as well. Their brochure, their website, their Facebook page will all have information about who they are and what they are capable of doing. You should also do some research into what they are doing, what their prices and discounts are, what their special offers are, what they provide during the year. They'll do some media advertising, or they may have a sign, and you should take note of that. And that will give you some sort of clue as to what they think of themselves. You should also do some sort of test into their selling skills. How good are they at persuading and informing the customers? Their products, features, what's good about their products, what's not good. And lastly, what is your view of their after-sales service and their technical support? As you do this research, you'll spot certain weaknesses that exist within your competitors. Later on in this sales seminar, I'm going to show you how to inform your prospective customers of your competitors' weaknesses, and at the same time, without making you look negative. So let's pause for a few minutes and ask these questions. First, who are your main competitors? And then under each one of those names, write down what you know about them. What are their strengths and their weaknesses? And then, when you're answering those questions, make a record of the information that is missing and could help you sell.